Quality Assured Collision's road trip is brought to you by Quality Assured Collision, found online at qacollision.ca.
On today's road trip, we're hitting the trails in Nanaimo, BC. It's not the Trans-Canada Trail or even a local hiking trail, because here on Vancouver Island, there's a trail for your taste buds. It's the Nanaimo Bar Trail.
The Nanaimo Bar Trail is a concept that I came up with in 2010 after, in this fabulous job of mine, getting to sample all the different restaurants and cafes around town. Started noticing that they all had a version of their Nanaimo bar already. The trail goes all the way from Lancefield to Yellow Point, with various samplings along the way, from a traditional bar to everything from a cake and more.
But where it all started is a recipe for controversy. Urban legends abound when it comes to who invented this sweet treat in the first place.
There are a lot of people who claim their grandmother invented it. There are people who say my grandmother had the best recipe and my grandmother used to make them. But there isn't any recording of who actually invented the Nanaimo bar. I don't think anybody's ever been really credited with that. I do know that the first time it was published was in 1952 in a Women's Auxiliary cookbook.
Joyce's recipe won a Nanaimo bar contest back in the 1980s. She can officially claim to have the ultimate recipe.
My recipe is pretty much like the recipe back from the 50s. I haven't modified it really.
These days, though, so many people are watching their diets. We're doing more than just counting calories. We're eating vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and raw. And the Nanaimo Bar Trail has that covered.
So we have here our raw Nanaimo bar, Rhomba's Nanaimo bar. It starts out with a delicious macadamian pecan crust. That is then followed by cashew cheese filling, which is just great. It just bursts in your mouth. And then on top, it is a raw chocolate, which is done with coconut oil, agave, and cacao powder.
If raw isn't your thing, although that was really tasty and you'd never know that it was raw, what that means actually is that it hasn't been heated to a temperature higher than 115 degrees. You can go in the entirely opposite direction, and you can take your Nanaimo bar and chuck it into a deep fryer.
It becomes like a brownie on the bottom, the chocolate layer, and then the custard and chocolate sauce inside melts, so it's almost like a lava cake or something, with a gooey center coming out with the brownie, and then the batter on the outside tones it down. Definitely something to share, definitely.
We've only shown you a few of the 23 participants on the Nanaimo Bar Trail. This is actually one of them. It's a Nanaimo Bar Teenie from here at the Acme Food Company. Soon, though, the number of official participants will jump from 23 to 28. Remember, it all started back in 2010 with only 15. In order to get to almost 30, though, we're going to have to think outside of the box just a little bit. What if you couldn't eat or drink it?
Outside the box, we finally were able to get a spa on board with us, doing a Nanaimo Bar pedicure at the Kio Salon.
From the ultimate recipe to a spa pedicure, the Nanaimo Bar Trail is a must-do hike on Vancouver Island. In Nanaimo for Quality Assured Collision Road Trip, I'm Kate Bergen.
Quality Assured Collision's road trip has been brought to you by Quality Assured Collision, found online at qacollision.ca.